Hello everyone, welcome to Capsule. Today we are going to discuss the second part of multiple choice question from pharmaceutical analysis. If you are a new visitor, please subscribe to my channel and watch the previous video. Let's coming to the question. For question number 7 is the Ernst equation is used in. Ernst equation. This equation is used in options are polarography, potentiometry, conductometry and amperometry. Ernst equation is actually used to determine the cell potential. So the probable answer is potentiometry. So it is the correct answer, potentiometry. Next, coming to the next question. Diazotization titration can be carried out for compounds containing. Actually, diazotation titrations are carried out to convert certain compounds given in this option into a diazonium salt. The options are aliphatic primary amine, alicyclic primary amine, aromatic primary amine and tertiary amine. In diazotation titration, conversion of primary amines, that is aromatic primary amines, into a diazonium salt will take place. So the answer is option 3, aromatic primary amine. Question number 9. The capillary constant in Ikovic equation is given by. Options are m2 by 3, t1 by 6, m1 by 2, d2 by 3, m1 by 3, 2, t2 by 3, m1 by 4, d1 by s. The answer is m2 by 3, t1 by 6. Option number 1. Coming to the next question. Crystal violet in non-aqueous titration shows dash color change in acidic medium. Options are violet, orange, yellow green and pink. The question is crystal violet in non-aqueous titration, that too in acidic medium. So the answer is yellowish green. Coming to next question. The source of light in fluorimeter is. The options are tungsten lamp, mercury vapor lamp, carbon arc, hydrogen discharge lamp. Coming to the question, the source of light in fluorimeter is. The answer is option number 2, mercury vapor lamp. Coming to next question, calibration is an effective remedy to reduce dash error. Options are method, instrument, personnel, indeterminate. Generally, this is simple question. For example, if you want to find the pH, we must calibrate the instrument first to get a better result. So the answer is instrument. Instrumental errors. In order to reduce instrumental errors, calibration is an effective remedy. Next question. In quantitative TLC, thin layer chromatography, the radioactive material can be studied by. Options are visual comparison, densitometer, gravimetry, Geiger counter. The question is, in quantitative TLC, the radioactive material can be studied by. The answer is option number 4, Geiger counter. Coming to next question, the major cause of tailing and memory effect in adsorption chromatography is. I am reading the question again. The major cause of tailing and memory effect in adsorption chromatography is. Options are dipole interaction, desorption, differential difference, insufficient deactivation of silica or alumina surface of column. The answer is option number 4, insufficient deactivation of silica surface or aluminum surface of the column. Question number 16. Attenuate total reflectance is a part of. I have skipped some questions. They are not appropriate. Attenuate total reflectance is a part of. The answer is IR spectroscopy. Coming to next question. Adsorption of radiation in the UV rays attributable to n-pi star electronic transition is a characteristic of which of the following? I am reading the question again. Absorption of radiation in the UV rays attributable to n-pi star electron transition is a characteristic of which of the following type of compounds? Options are aromatic compound, non-conjugated polymers, unsaturated carbonyl compounds, and conjugated polymers? The answer is unsaturated carbonyl compounds. Option number 3. Coming to the next question, the carrier gas used in gas chromatography are. Options are hydrogen, helium and nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen, helium, carbon monoxide and nitric oxide, nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Sorry, this is nitrogen dioxide. The answer is hydrogen, helium and nitrogen gas. Option number 1. Coming to next question, which of the following is used as a bulk property detector in HPLC? UV visible detector, diode array detector, refractive index detector, fluorescence detector. The question is which of the following is used as a bulk property detector in HPLC? The answer is option number 3, refractive index detector. Coming to next question, the gas that has highest thermal conductivity is. The gas with highest thermal conductivity. I am reading the question again. The gas that has highest thermal conductivity is helium, hydrogen, argon and nitrogen. Generally, low density gases have high thermal conductivity. Here we have two, helium and hydrogen, out of which the thermal conductivity for helium is more. Coming to the next question, photomultiplier tube cannot be used in IR. Why it cannot be used in IR? Options are high energy, less energy, high frequency and low wavelength. Why it is not used? Because IR radiation is of less energy. The option 2 is the answer. Coming to the next question, isobestic point is. Options are wavelength at which total absorbance of a mixture of compound does not change. Option number 2, the signal which helps in location of a pure compound. Option number 3, 1 and 2. Option number 4, none. The question is isobestic point is. The answer is the wavelength at which total absorbance of a mixture of compound does not change is called isobestic point. Coming to final question of the day, in Van de Meter equation, HETP is equal to A plus B by nu plus CS plus CM into nu A, where A is. Options are eddy diffusion term, linear velocity, longitudinal diffusion term, resistance to mass transfer coefficient. So in Van de Meter equation, A is eddy diffusion term. Option number 1. Thank you for watching. Please share and support me. It encourages me to do more.